Top 10 Most Powerful and Richest Gangsters the World Has Ever. Number 10. Frank Lucas, United States. Frank Lucas rose from poverty in North Carolina to become one of the most powerful drug lords in New York during the late 1960s and 1970s. Operating in Harlem, Lucas revolutionized the heroin trade by cutting out middlemen and sourcing drugs directly from Southeast Asia. His most infamous method involved smuggling heroin inside coffins of fallen US soldiers during the Vietnam War, a strategy that made him millions and shocked the world when exposed. At his peak, Frank Lucas reportedly earned over $1 million per day, amassing an estimated fortune exceeding $100 million. Though he avoided direct political control, widespread corruption allowed his empire to flourish until law enforcement dismantled his operation. Number 9. Al Capone, United States. Al Capone became the face of organized crime during America's Prohibition era. Based in Chicago, Capone built an empire on illegal alcohol, gambling, and prostitution. At his height, Capone controlled politicians, police officers, judges, and labor unions. His criminal organization generated an estimated $100 million annually, which would equal over $1 billion today when adjusted for inflation. Capone's political influence was enormous. Elections were rigged, rivals were silenced, and the law bent to his will. Ironically, he was not imprisoned for murder, but for tax evasion. Number 8. Dawood Ibrahim, India. Dawood Ibrahim founded the infamous D Company syndicate in the 1970s. Starting as a small-time criminal in Mumbai, he expanded into smuggling, extortion, drug trafficking, and international crime. Dawood's wealth is estimated between $6 to $7 billion, spread across real estate, businesses, and offshore accounts. His network allegedly extended into South Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Politically, Dawood Ibrahim became a major geopolitical issue, accused of links with extremist groups and foreign intelligence agencies. His influence reached far beyond crime, impacting regional security and international relations. Number 7. Semyon Mogilevic, Russia/Ukraine. Often called the brainiest gangster in history, Semyon Mogilevic is believed to be the mastermind behind the global Russian mafia. Unlike traditional gangsters, Mogilevic focused financial crime, including stock manipulation, money laundering, and arms trafficking. He reportedly controlled banks, corporations, and shell companies across Europe and North America. Experts estimate his hidden wealth to exceed $10 billion, though the true figure remains unknown. His political influence was subtle but powerful, exploiting weak governments and corruption during the collapse of the Soviet Union. To this day, he is considered one of the most dangerous yet elusive criminals ever. Number 6. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Mexico. El Chapo rose from rural poverty to become the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, one of the most powerful criminal organizations in history. Under his leadership, the cartel smuggled massive quantities of drugs into the United States and beyond. At its peak, El Chapo's fortune was estimated between $12 to $14 billion. His political influence was extreme. Law enforcement, prison systems, and government officials were routinely bribed or threatened. Despite being captured multiple times, his dramatic prison escapes became legendary. Eventually, international pressure led to his extradition and life imprisonment in the United States. Number 5. Carlos Leyder, Colombia. Carlos Leyder was a founding member of the Medellin cartel and a pioneer of large-scale cocaine trafficking. He controlled a private island in the Bahamas that served as a major cocaine hub into the United States. Leyder's empire earned him an estimated $15 billion at its peak. Uniquely, he attempted to enter politics openly, opposing U.S. influence in Colombia and promoting extremist ideologies. His public persona brought massive attention to the drug trade and intensified international crackdowns. Number 4. Griselda Blanco, Colombia/United States. Known as the cocaine godmother, Griselda Blanco was one of the most feared figures in criminal history. She built a ruthless drug empire that dominated Miami during the cocaine boom of the 1970s and 1980s. Her organization reportedly earned $20 to $30 billion at its peak. Blanco's influence extended through fear rather than politics, reshaping drug trafficking methods still used today. Her violent reign contributed significantly to the rise of cartel warfare in the United States. Number 3. Kun Sa, Myanmar. Kansar controlled the Golden Triangle once, responsible for producing the majority of the world's heroin. Operating with his own private army, he ruled territory like a head of state. His drug empire generated an estimated $30 billion or more. Kansar negotiated directly with governments and intelligence agencies, offering peace deals in exchange for immunity. His political leverage blurred the line between criminal and ruler. Number 2. Pablo Escobar, Colombia. Pablo Escobar was once listed among the world's richest individuals by Forbes magazine. As head of the Medellin cartel, he controlled up to 80% of the global cocaine trade, earning an estimated $30 to $35 billion. Escobar entered politics, won public support through charity, and challenged the Colombian government directly. His war against the state included bombings, assassinations, and terror campaigns that changed Colombia forever. Despite his death, his legacy remains one of the most infamous in history. Number 1. Amado Carrillo Fuentes, Mexico. At number 1 stands Amado Carrillo Fuentes, known as the Lord of the Skies. He transformed the Juarez cartel into a global operation using a fleet of private aircraft to transport drugs internationally. At his peak, his fortune was estimated at over $40 billion, making him the richest gangster ever recorded. Unlike others, he avoided public attention and violence, focusing instead on logistics, bribery, and political manipulation. His influence reached deep into government systems, allowing his empire to operate almost undisturbed. His mysterious death during plastic surgery ended one of the most powerful criminal reigns in history.